Alright, hello YouTube, this is Noah here, and today I'm going to be doing a rather unusual video. I've never really done a video like this before, so bear with me, this is going to be kind of new. I've made this video because my channel is getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and that's a big deal for me. I want to be making some changes. There will be more changes coming for my YouTube channel, mostly because of it's going to be for you guys. So all the changes that I'll be making soon are going to be for you guys. There will be upgrades in my audio video department per se, and I've been wanting to do more things to help you guys watching my videos, because the reason I make videos is for you guys, and so I want to kind of give back to you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. So I've gotten here today 3 new tools that I'm going to be using my videos in order to enhance their quality and make it better for you guys. So first of which, I'm sure you've seen this. This is my Attack Force knife, and I've had this for 2 years now. So this knife's 2 years old, and I'm sure you've seen it in a lot of my videos. I did make a video on it 2 years ago, and you can still go watch that video. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out a video on this. Very good knife, but after 2 years, it's become very dull. It barely cuts anything anymore, really. I'm going to show you right here. So what I have here is the package that sold it here. This is the package that I got today. I just want to show you how dull this knife is. Literally doesn't cut too well anymore. I can only really use it as an object kind of stab at, but I can't really cut with it. It's become extremely dull. So firstly, I'll be introducing my new knife that I'll be using in my videos, hopefully. Assuming things go well, this is going to be my new daily driver. So I, thought about getting another decorated knife, something that's, I wanted something that was not a serrated blade. I wanted a full, I don't know what you would call it, just non-serrated blade. I wanted the whole thing to be non-serrated. And then I wanted it to be, I kind of got tired of sharpening mine after videos. So I thought, I wanted something that could be easily replaced without, replacing the whole knife. So then I looked into, box cutters, and I wanted something that wasn't, your standard box cutter that looked cheap and wasn't quality. So I looked into getting a more decorated box cutter, and I, came across this. So this is really good for me because it comes with 10 extra blades, and they're standard razor blades. So I can, or sorry, not 10, 5. I can't even read. But they're standard razor blades, so they can be easily replaced if I needed to get more than the 5 that are included. And it has a little carrying case in here for the 5 that it comes with. But yeah, this makes it much easier to replace instead of buying an entire new knife. And the blades are a full razor blade, so I can flip the blade over, essentially giving me 10 razor blades in this. Ironically, they put it in a packaging that requires me to use some sort of knife to open. So I'll be using my trusty pair of scissors here, and then hopefully I won't get the package all destroyed by opening this. Firstly, in here we have basic instruction card. That's literally all it is. A little carrying pouch, which appears to be way too small, actually, in my opinion. And I'm not sure I like that fancy branding. It is more of an off-brand, but in my past experience, I've gotten very lucky with things that are off-brand on Amazon. And Amazon has such a good return policy. If I were to have any problems with this knife anyways, they would take care of me. Come on. Run into all kinds of problems. Let's just take out the knife first. Hopefully I don't stab myself here. So yeah, there's another instruction thing. Set that off to the side with my discarded plastic. And then slide this out. Come on, don't cut me, please. Alright, so what we got here are the extra razor blades. I'm just going to run through those real quickly. Looks like you push it down, slide out like that. So it's kind of like a little carrying case for them. It keeps them from sliding out accidentally because you need to push down in the middle here. And it appears to be some kind of coating on them, which I probably ruined now with my fingerprints. Anyways, let's move to the actual knife. The carrying pouch is not too impressive. It has a good weight to it, but it doesn't feel uncomfortably heavy. Looks like standard hex screws if you have an Allen key and you wanted to adjust this. And then feeling the lock in the knife, this feels like a really good lock. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip. It has this little protector plastic cover over the blade so you don't stab yourself upon first opening it. And it looks like this is the blade release, and the blade seems to be safely in there. It does have a little bit of wiggle, but it doesn't feel like an unsafe amount of wiggle. So you press down on this black part to release the razor. And then there's the blade, and like I said, you can flip it over if need be. Slide it back in. You need to have this pushed down again to put it back in. And then once it's in there, it's in there. It doesn't feel like it's coming out. Like I said, there is a little bit of play with it, but I don't think it's an unsafe amount of play. So here's the button to I don't know what you want to call it, reload the knife. And then once it's in there, it feels again like it is not coming out. A little bit of wiggle, but not an unsafe amount of wiggle. It also has a little lanyard loop right there if you wanted to attach it or fix it to a lanyard of some sort. And then finally a branded belt clip if you wanted to attach it to your belt loop or pocket, something similar. And then to release it, press down the button again and pull it out. It does feel like it only has one locking position. It's right there, and that locking position feels really safe. That's not coming off. Let me see if it'll flick out. Doesn't feel like it's easy to flick out, in my opinion. Maybe after a little bit of use I'd be able to flick it out more, but doesn't feel like it would be a burden of safety. And it does have little, I don't know what you want to call that, little finger handle right there to help get it out of the handle. So yeah, overall this looks like a really nice quality blade. One thing I'm noticing here is that screw seems to be a little on the unscrewed side. You can see there. I may have to screw that in later, but I'm not going to show you that for the video. You guys all know how to use a screwdriver, I'm assuming. So yeah, once it's back in there, it's safely locked away and ready to go on your belt loop. So hopefully you will be seeing this knife in my later videos. And I can actually use it to open the, I guess actually the next package doesn't even have any tape on it. So I'll just do a quick test with that packaging that I had. Let's see. Open it like that. And let's see how this bad boy cuts. Whoa. That looks like it would hurt. So yeah, keep this away from children and animals because this razor blade is sharp. Really, really sharp. Effortlessly cuts through that bubble wrap and paper. Hopefully, or actually maybe I can try it on this too. Here's the plastic wrap that it came in. Like butter. If it didn't break on me. Yeah, easily cuts through that plastic as you can see there. So yeah, I'm excited to be using this in my later videos. Next up we have something that is going to help me in my videos, and that is this kitchen scale. You might be wondering, what are you doing with a kitchen scale, Noah? And I'm going to tell you. So this kitchen scale is going to help me weigh products that I have on my channel for those of you curious about the weight. Simple as it may be, it'll help those deciding if they want to have certain products based on how much they weigh. And I just wanted a simple digital kitchen scale so I could show you guys something that didn't look obtrusive and something that looked, you know, kind of elegant. So I went for a completely stainless steel look. You get all this other crap out of my way. Got so much stuff on my desk right now. The keyboard in the way too. Sorry about that. Looks like it's got a warranty card, some information, instruction manual, I guess, a little slip of paper. And then inside here, styrofoam, we have the scale itself, and it should come with batteries, from what I read. And then is there something covering the stainless steel, or it looks like, no. So we have batteries are already in here, and then a little pull tab to disengage or engage the battery. Sorry. So, oh wow. So it's already going right there. I did not plan ahead for this video. Alright, so we have the scale right here, and it just turns right on. I'm pretty sure this model does come with a timeout, so the screen will time out after not being used for a while. So let's set it down here, and there is the 0 button. So now it is zeroing out the scale. Now it's at 0. So now I can show you perfectly the knife that I just reviewed, and we can weigh that right here. And you can see that knife comes in at 146 grams. This is a simple kitchen scale, so it's not going to do it's not going to go to the 10th decimal place or even the 100th. It's going to just round to the nearest gram. And I think that's perfect for what I need. I'm not doing any precise measurements here. I just wanted something that would, give you a kind of a general idea of how much something would weigh. And it's stainless steel, so it looks really nice. And then just to give you some perspective, here's my previous knife, coming in at 121 grams. So this one's about 25 grams more, my new knife. So, yeah. Alright, so that's the scale. And I'm going to leave it... Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you one more thing. So it does different units. It had, as you saw before, grams, and ounces, milliliters, and pounds over here with ounces over there. Okay. I think I'm going to keep it on grams. I think grams I like the most. It's most precise. And then let's see. So I guess you press that for zeroing it and hold it for on and off. Got it. So simple enough. Digital scale. It'll make my videos very useful. Or it'll be very useful in making my videos. Is a better wording of that sentence. And finally, the last thing I will be doing here today. This is a dial caliper. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what a dial caliper does, it does very precise measurements that are for really small objects. So it'll make measuring things that are under 6 inches really easy to do, and I will show you how they work if you've never seen a dial caliper before. So the brand here is Vinca. It looked like the cheapest dial caliper I could find that was 6 inches long, and it had very good reviews on Amazon. And it comes in this really nice red case, as all calipers should, because they are a precision instrument. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test it with a few things to see if it'll go back to 0 to prove its worth. So opening it up here, looks like we have a warranty card and a user manual. I already know how to use a dial caliper, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then it looks like an extra battery is included here, still in the case. This looks like a really tiny watch battery type of battery, so should have no problems there. And then taking it out of this little wrapper with the little gel packet, we are going to have the dial caliper, and it looks like it is an always-on type of dial caliper. Unfortunately, hopefully this battery won't run out. It doesn't look like it should, because it's not a type of instrument that seems to use a lot of battery. Just noticing how it feels really quick. It does feel, has a decent weight to it, and I'd say it feels pretty quality to me. Oh, I did not even realize that, actually. That plastic wrap that I just pulled off was the screen, so it is not always on. That's good. I'm actually happier now with that. So, yeah, let's take a look at it. It does feel a little bit sticky. I think it has some sort of coating on here. I'm not sure if it's another piece of plastic or if it's like a, I think it might just be a coating to it. Anyways, let's turn it on here. And then show you how this works. So let's unlock it using this dial right here. And let me focus for you guys. Sorry. Alright. So I just disengaged the lock on the caliper. So now you can freely slide it back and forth. We're going to zero it out with that at 0. And now let's have it switch to millimeters. It does millimeters, inches, and then inches instead of with a decimal, it uses a fraction, as you can see there. So yeah, if you want it on millimeters, you can go to millimeters as well. I think I'm going to keep it in millimeters because I'm most comfortable with that measurement. Alright, so let's see how this bad boy works. It is 6 inches long. If we switch to inches right there, looks like a little over 6 inches, so maybe I zeroed that incorrectly. Yeah, let's try that again. Alright, now it should be zeroed right. And then when it goes all the way out here, wait a minute. I think I didn't let it zero all the way. So hold it there for a second, possibly. Yeah, that should do it. So it doesn't look like to be exactly 6 inches, which is a little nicer. If you're not familiar with how a dial caliper works, it can take 4 types of basic measurements, which are really useful to take for things you want to have precision fit. So first of the measurements it can take is just a standard length measurement. So if I wanted to measure the length of the knife that I showed you earlier and tell you an exact measurement for that, it is, and you want to measure from these tips right here to get the most accurate measurement. It is oh no, looks like the screen turned off on me, so zero that again and send it over. Looks to be about 112 millimeters, give or take a couple fractions of a millimeter. So yeah, that should give you a pretty good estimate of how long that knife is. Second thing that dial caliper can measure is internal measurements. So like if I wanted to measure this cavity in the casing right here, I can use these 2 clips. Sorry, it's out of frame. I can use these 2 clips right here to measure an internal measurement. So make sure it's on again, I guess. And then I just extend it the same way I would, but using the internal. And then if I remove it right there, you'll see the measurement. It's about 17.5 millimeters. Alright, cool. Thirdly, the kind of measurement you can take is the depth of something. If you had like a pipe you wanted to measure, you push this all the way against the bottom, and then you slide the, it's kind of hard to describe. You slide the top part as far down as it'll go, and that will give you the depth. Right there, that's the depth, and it's about 27 millimeters high. That's what this case is right here. So about 2.7 centimeters. Alright, and the final measurement it can take is step measurement. So essentially how you do this, if you can see here, focus it, you can see that there is sort of a lip to this back claw here. So the back claw starts at 0, but when you move it like that, that's the step distance. So if you wanted to measure the same distance that I just did, the 27 millimeters of this case, I can measure the step of it like that, and I should get the same measurement. And I didn't. So I think I may have measured the depth incorrectly. What you would use for this is a step measurement anyways. Depth measurements are more for like the internal of a pipe or something similar to that. So let's see if we can get 27 millimeters there. No, that looks like a solid 25. So I may have measured the depth wrong, but you wouldn't really use depth for measuring this case anyways. Yeah, it's a pretty high quality caliper. I haven't seen many calipers before. I've only used a few different kinds. I've never used a digital kind before, so the digital is new to me. But from what I feel, it feels just as high quality as the dial caliper that I'm familiar with using. And this digital is much easier to zero than a dial caliper. And a little bit easier to read because of its screen instead of using a dial. That is about it though. I know this video has been a little bit long, but thank you guys for watching. This has been my unboxing and review of 3 new tools for my YouTube channel. This new scale, this dial caliper, and my new unboxing knife. So yeah, that's about it. I guess there's only one thing left to show you, and that would be the weight of the dial caliper. So I can give that to you really quickly. I don't know if you can see it down there in the corner, but we're going to set this on here, and it is about 156 grams. So yeah, it weighs close to the weight of the knife. Not exactly, but pretty close. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys stick with my channel longer. I'm really excited to be hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot wait to use these tools in my new videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Leave a like if you thought this video was interesting or happy to see that I'll be reaching 1,000 subscribers soon. Please leave in the comment section any suggestions you have for my channel or anything you just want to tell me about. Leave it down there. I read every comment. I try to read every comment at least. And if you have any questions, leave them there as well. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys in my next video.